Welcome back to Niku Studies. Today, we are diving into an epic explainer, exploring the two amazing types of Indian heritage, natural heritage and cultural heritage. We're treating this like a massive cosmic exploration, flying through a futuristic space museum to uncover the secrets of one of the oldest, most incredible civilizations in human history. So, strap in. So, what mysteries actually lie inside this glowing, golden portal of India's ancient past? Like, when we look back at a civilization that has survived for thousands of years, it really makes you wonder, what can we actually learn from them today? We're not just looking at a boring timeline of dates and names here. We're investigating exactly how a society connected with its environment and built mind-blowing intellectual frameworks that honestly still impact our lives right now. But hey, before we start looking at all the cool artifacts and monuments, we've got to define what we're actually talking about. What is culture? Well, it's definitely not just old, dusty stuff sitting in a glass case. Culture is a way of life. It's the total sum of habits, values, customs, and traditions that basically lead humans to their highest possible level. It's the evolving, living code of a society, passed down and upgraded from generation to generation. Now, to really wrap our heads around India's history, you've got to understand that it's built on two massive pillars. It's kind of like our space station has two main wings. On one side, we have natural heritage. This is the physical landscape, the ecosystems, basically the beautiful gifts provided directly by nature. And on the other side, we have cultural heritage, the jaw-dropping, man-made creations that come from human intellect, art, and pure skill. All right, let's head through the biodome doors into the natural heritage wing. India's physical geography is set up in a totally unique way, and this landscape completely shaped the civilization that grew up inside it. The ancient people of India figured out really early on that human survival and prosperity are completely tied to nature. They built this incredibly close, almost perfectly balanced relationship with the world around them. Just take the Himalayas, for example. These aren't just some giant walls of rock. They're basically nature's ultimate resource center. This massive mountain range gives us an absolute abundance of useful vegetation and minerals. The snow-covered peaks feed brimming rivers all year long. And because they're just so huge and awe-inspiring, they became home to highly secret pilgrimage places like Amarnath, Kedarnath, and Namda Devi. They've been shaping Indian spirituality since ancient times. And flowing right down from those massive heights are the literal lifelines of India, its mighty rivers. We're talking about the Ganga, the Yamuna, the Narmada, the Indus, the Godavari, and the Krishna. For thousands of years, these waters have powered human life. They give us drinking water, massive irrigation for crops, and even electricity today. Plus, the sheer beauty of these rivers has inspired artists, poets, and musicians for generations. You know, that deep respect for nature extends right into the plant world too. Indians have loved and revered trees and plants since ancient times. It's so deeply embedded in the culture that trees like the banyan, pipal, and tulsi are actually worshipped. And this deep botanical knowledge led to natural medicine systems like Ayurveda. They were using medicinal herbs like neem, aloe vera, and harde way before modern medicine even existed. And of course, beautiful flowers like the lotus, rose, and jasmine add so much beauty to everyday life. Okay guys, here's a really rare discovery for you, and honestly an amazing history fact. Did you know the Asiatic lion is found absolutely nowhere else in the entire world except in the Gir forest of Gujarat? No way, right? India's wildlife is just incredible, and the historical respect for these animals is huge. Many animals are directly connected with Indian religious beliefs. They even serve as vehicles for gods. All right, let's transition out of the biodome and enter the vault of civilization, the cultural heritage wing. This is where we shift gears from the gifts of nature to the masterpieces of human creation. This is man-made heritage. It's the story of what the human mind can build using pure intellect, art, and unbelievable architectural skill over thousands of years. For instance, check out this recovered artifact, the bearded man sculpture. This was actually recovered from the ruins of the Indus Valley civilization. It's the perfect proof that India's art and architecture date back over 5,000 years. When you look at these ancient sculptures, it gives you a mind-blowing realization of just how sophisticated and advanced these early humans really were. And the sheer scope of India's man-made marvels is just staggering. We're talking brilliant architecture, palaces, forts, gates, and stupas, sacred sites like temples, mosques, and the unbelievable Ellora caves. But it's not just buildings. India gave the world some massive discoveries. I mean, they literally discovered the number 0, which completely changed mathematics forever.
They also pioneered advanced astronomy, medicine, botany, and even early systems for environmental protection.
So, you're probably wondering, how did this culture get so incredibly rich and diverse? Well, let's access the Hall of Cultural Exchange. Because of India's immense prosperity and natural wealth, it totally mesmerized people from all over the world. Different tribes and civilizations, like the Aryans, Mughals, Turks, Britishers, and Persians, came, settled, and mingled. All of this cultural exchange made the Indian identity vibrantly diverse. It's basically a beautiful integration sequence. You had the Dravidians, who created the brilliant city of Mohenjo-daro and gave us the concept of mother and father gods. Then you had Australoid and Mongoloid tribes bringing their own unique physical traits and crafts. And the Aryans, who were huge nature worshippers, composed beautiful hymns for the elements. Over time, all these different groups perfectly blended together to create one rich, layered Indian identity. Okay, crewmates, time to enter the control room for mission preservation. Having a heritage that spans over 5 millennia is a huge point of national pride, for sure. But here's the thing, it doesn't just survive on its own. It needs active protection. This spectacular heritage brings glory to the nation, but keeping these ancient sites and natural landscapes safe from time and neglect is a serious, ongoing mission for all of us. In fact, these mission objectives are actually written right into the Indian Constitution under Article 51A as fundamental duties for every citizen. Think of these as your crewmate tasks. First, understand and preserve our harmonious culture. Second, protect the natural environment, so forests, rivers, and wildlife, and show compassion to all living creatures. And third, protect public property and give up violence. These are absolutely crucial steps to keep this heritage safe. So the ultimate question is, will you complete your mission to protect this invaluable cosmic heritage? History isn't just a bunch of stuff stuck in the past. It's a living legacy that you are actively responsible for preserving for the next 1,000 years. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this explainer here at Niku Studies. If you enjoy this epic dive into history, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing study content. Bye!